2023 Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal in Abuja today, the justice said the application by the PDP and Labour Party lacked merit. Well, recall that the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar had filed an application on 8th May for an order to allow the live coverage of the daily court proceedings on the case they brought against the president-elect Bola Tinubu following the 25th February election. Well, the Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi followed suit with a similar application, asking that proceedings of the tribunal be televised. But a week later, the president-elect Bola Tinubu opposed the application for a live broadcast of the proceedings of the election petition, describing it as an abuse of court process. In the meantime, the special advisor on media and publicity to the Abia State Governor-elect, Ferdinand Ekeoma, claims that the Kano State Federal High Court does not have the right to adjudicate on matters concerning Abia State. He made this claim today on Nigerian 4FM's Morning Crossfire. He said the Abia State Governor-elect was unaware of the lawsuits.
You could see it in the judgment, the last paragraph. The judge emphatically stated it. And that was why he could not give any consequential order against us, against the legislative, or against Labour Party Abia State. We were never parties to the suit. So, and the court also admitted that it did not have jurisdiction. And of course, that court doesn't have jurisdiction to adjudicate on matters concerning Abia, because we have a federal high court in Abia State.
Well, recall that a federal high court in Kano State, presided over by Justice M.N. Yunusa, nullified the candidature of the Abia State Governor-elect, Dr. Alex Oti, and all the candidates of the Labour Party in Abia and Kano States on Friday, 19th May. In other news now, the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Murtala Ajaka, has relinquished his position within the party. In a letter dated 17th May, Mr. Ajaka also resigned from his position as a member of the National Working Committee. Mr. Ajaka, who was one of the APC governorship hopefuls in Kogi State, failed to clinch the party's ticket. He lost to the former local government auditor general in the state, Ahmed Ododo. But despite ceasing to be an APC member, the Kogi politician failed to indicate the next party he intends to pitch his tent with. Still ahead, President Buhari commissions Dangote refinery. Stay tuned.
Nigeria Info, the hub for information.
Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, has suspended its 5 days warning strike, which began last Wednesday. President of the association, Emeka Oji, told newsmen that the association suspended the action for 2 weeks after reaching some agreements with the government on Friday. He, however, said that the doctors will meet again on the 2nd day of June this year to review progress made with the agreement signed, after which the association will decide on their next line of action. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has faulted the move by the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, to facilitate the payment of withheld salaries of some lecturers at the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Anambra State. Recall that lecturers' salaries were withheld by the federal government during last year's ASU strike. In a letter, Dr. Ngige had asked the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, to pay 204 lecturers of medical faculties at Unizik their withheld salaries. But this did not go down well with Mr. Falana, who is ASU's lawyer. He argued that the minister's action contradicts the law, as the entire lecturers of Unizik joined the 8-month strike last year. And the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP, has appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to sign into law the bill to abolish BSc/HND dichotomy before he hands over power on 29th May. National President of ASUP, Anderson Ezibe, who made the call in an interview with newsmen in Abuja, said the dichotomy had made young Nigerians not to be interested in polytechnic education in the country. Well, as you may know, the bill is seeking to legislate the discrimination of polytechnic graduates from their university counterparts in employment and promotion in the workplace. The bill also seeks to end the discrimination that stakeholders in the polytechnics have, which for long they sought an end to. And in business, the long-awaited inauguration of Dangote Oil Refinery in Epe, Lagos State is ongoing, with President Muhammadu Buhari billed to do the honors days before he exits office. Well, the Dangote Group, in a statement on Saturday on Twitter, said the refinery will be churning out petrol, diesel, aviation jet fuel, and dual-purpose kerosene, among other refined products. The plant is arguably Africa's biggest oil refinery and the world's biggest simple train facility. In entertainment, Nigerian megastar Burna Boy has performed in a sold-out concert in France. The Grammy winner performed in Paris at the La Défense Arena as he continued his Love Damini World Tour. The hitmaker sold out the 40,000 capacity arena in what's an unprecedented feat for African artists. In sports, Real Madrid forward Vinicius Jr. said La Liga belongs to racists after being subjected to racist chants at Valencia. The 22-year-old Brazil international was dismissed for violent conduct in the 97th minute of the 1-0 La Liga defeat after an altercation with Hugo Duro. Earlier in the game, an incensed Vinicius attempted to bring Valencia fans to the referee's attention.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
India is holding a key G20 tourism meeting in Kashmir amid heightened security and opposition from China. The working group meeting is being held in Srinagar from today till Wednesday, where this is the biggest international event organized in the region since India scrapped its special status in 2019. China, however, has said it will not attend, citing its firm opposition to holding any kind of G20 meetings in disputed territory. Both India and Pakistan claim Kashmir in full, but control only parts of it. The nuclear-armed neighbors have already fought 2 wars and a limited conflict over the region. On the news this afternoon, you heard that an economist has spoken on Rivers State's rising unemployment rate as the handover day nears. Governor Nyesom Wike will commission the Rivers State University staff quarters today. The tribunal has dismissed the PDP and Labour Party's request for live coverage. Resident doctors have suspended their strike, and the commissioning of the Dangote refinery is ongoing. On the foreign scene, India is hosting the G20 meeting in Kashmir amid tight security. The news was edited by Martha Okere Nkem. Cloudy weather in Port Harcourt this afternoon. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. I'm Constance Mega. Thank you so much for listening, and do stay tuned. Coming up next is The Sunny Side.
On your talk station, the conversation never ends.
The person will walk, we vote you. You see, you don't really have to tell us to wait for the godfather to take you again. Your file.